And we're back. We're back. You really should stop. We're back. God, no, dude, stop. God, this is meant to be a thoughtful, incisive journey. And you're just
Alright.
24/7. Oh yeah, the motion control camera. Still not a fan of that.
Alright, hello everyone, welcome back. We're playing Journey again, episode 2. We don't know if the last episode got uploaded.
Oh, have you seen
This
that?
is
You see that sound effect?
I know, I love it. The whole game is flipping beautiful. You see why I like Sky so much?
This is what happens when indie devs are allowed to go free and have the budget to do what they need.
I know.
Nah.
They make a marvel like this that lasts for 2 hours.
Yeah, gaming was good back in time because it was just a bunch of guys in a single room making a game. But now you got big AAA developers licensing out games.
Yeah,
But
I love this design, it looks really nice and smooth.
some companies still get it right, like Insomniac.
Do I get confused about everything in Journey and Sky?
Go on.
Are the creatures?
The designs of them and what they are.
So in this game we have scarf creatures and stone creatures and such like that.
Yeah, I mean the
But
stone
in
creatures
Sky-
seem to be man-made.
But in Sky, what we have are completely different. They're actual living, breathing things, like manti beasts.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no,
Well, I
we call
I get what you're
it-
saying. Yeah, the continuity
Yeah,
of the beast design does seem to.
Yeah, and I get confused about
It could
Krills.
just be a case of we see different regions, so they have different animals.
So is it that they moved to a located different area and that's where the new animals came from?
Maybe because I mean, there's not really much of a way to rebuild all this.
Now, here's the problem now about this. So there's something called Season of Aurora. It was
Right.
based off the singer Aurora because Aurora made a lot of the songs from Sky, and they, you know what? Let's make a contribute to her.
Makes sense.
It was originally said during the Game of Awards. Why did it kick me?
Game Awards.
Yeah, Game Awards. They were talking about how she's doing a concert in Sky, which is pretty cool.
Ooh, look at
Did
that
you
lighting
just-
change.
Did you just face through a wall?
Yes, look at that lighting change.
I know, it looks so good.
Good. Oh, even when standing on a platform, I can't stop sliding. Now that's automation. Now that's what we in the business like to call being like Sonic Forces.
Well,
Because it's automated. Sonic
Uh-huh.
Forces is nothing but automation. Like, if you hold up and square, you will beat that game.
yeah. But you know what's really weird? Like, so in Sky you have Krills. Now in Season of Aurora, based on the singer Aurora again.
Yeah.
She made a song again, whatever, blah blah blah. I've already said this. Anyways, it brings up the topic of war that's happened, and it actually goes in deep development of like specific parts. Like, there was a war against characters in Krills.
Yeah.
And that's weird because these are animals. These aren't actual things. So how can it go to war?
Yeah.
And we also have the hidden beast in the sea,
Right.
the
yeah.
giant godmother of all that is holy. Holy crap! That thing literally eats the Sky Kid. It's that friggin' messed up.
Yeah, look, the cloth, it's vanishing. They're ripping it apart. I think they are trying to siphon the energy from it.
Yeah.
Like, that seems to be the case.
Look-
Oh, these things.
Yeah.
The snake things, they made the snake things. Maybe they were meant to go out and look for more of the energy. But since they
Yeah.
started to evolve the ability to produce that energy on their own, it went after them.
Look, like you see the storms. Like, this was a bad thing that
Yeah.
they made.
Subtle storytelling.
Yeah. So they're the bad guys here. The descendants of those
actually,
bad guys.
What's with the two lights here? Why is only two of them lit up?
Yeah, why is that? Before we had all three. Wait, no, didn't we have four?
We had four before, but now we've only got two.
Maybe one was destroyed.
Maybe.
Because we could see there's only three pedestals.
Ooh. And
So-
see, that's a transition right there. Yeah,
This is a
place
mobile.
was-
This works on mobile, by the way. Let's just talk about that. This shit works on mobile.
Yeah, mobile's come a long way. It's still the inferior form of gaming.
But I still love it.
Yeah, there are reasons to like it, but you gotta admit, a lot of games on consoles don't work on mobile.
By the way, if Journey and Sky are canon, that means Zelda lives in Link lives in Sky as well.
Ooh,
Link is a
did you
canon
just say? Did you just say Zelda is Link?
No, I said Link is a canon character in Sky. He's
Mm.
his own. He has his own Sky Kid and his own Ocarina in the game. In Sky, he exists. If you have Nintendo
I
Switch,
can't wait for the Ratchet and Clank DLC.
Ratchet and Clank,
Like,
the Sky
You
DLC.
laugh, but realistically, Ratchet and Clank is the PlayStation mascot.
Yeah, but they won't be added to Sky because the Journey was the agreement to adding thingy Sky into PlayStation.
Oh right, I forgot. Right. So PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale, right?
Yeah.
It had DLC, and one of them was for Gravity Rush, which is just a PlayStation game based on like manipulating gravity and 3D and that. But But you know how each level transitions?
Yeah.
The Gravity Rush stage transitioned into Journey,
Oh wow, it's weirdly cool.
but you know the DLC got cancelled once the game didn't sell that well.
Oh, I would have loved that.
That
That
DLC
was
was meant to
amazing.
come with. I think it was meant to come with like Shadow as well.
That looks so cool.
It does, yeah. But that DLC was meant to come with Shadow as well.
Oh,
Like
I
Shadow
like
the
how you
Hedgehog.
care about the shadow part. We're talking about Sky here. Stick to the
Johnny.
damn topic.
I know it's just.
Question. Yes.
I really wish that DLC did come out.
Same.
Just because, like, the DLC that came out after Sony took over the main production of the game. You know,
Are we underwater?
the One Piece. No, we're not underwater. Maybe we are.
It has
though.
such an. It has such an underwater aesthetic.
Yeah, look at these jellyfish.
But that's the thing. All these creatures are actual living things in Sky. We have real jellyfishes in Sky.
It could just be an art style change. It could just be as simple as that.
But what happens if they did evolve into these animals?
Like they just
Like this-
be merged with the energy of the cloth.
Yeah, the cloth merged with itself became the animals. Because these little, do you know the little baby things?
Yeah.
They remind me of the manti in Sky.
Yeah,
They're
it could be-
they're
it
very,
could be
very
something
similar.
like- It could be like they evolved into. Like the pit. Does Sky come before or after Journey?
After, so this is Journey. It's a sequel.
Uh,
Maybe it's a
Sky is
prequel.
a sequel or
Sequel.
prequel?
A sequel. It comes after Journey. So Journey exists.
Oh,
Many years
it's
later,
flashing, it's
civilization-
flashing.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Now,
Now, do you know what's really funny?
go on.
Sky and Journey are so weird with their storytelling
Hmm.
that there's a separate storytelling in the trailers itself. Like in the trailers for the Nintendo Switch,
Hmm.
there are these. In Sky, we have something called crabs.
Right, yeah.
They have two eyes. They're kind of flipping annoying, and they're very territorial
Oh god, it's
creatures.
weak. It's weak.
What the hell, man?
Yeah, like I said, these are robots, kind of.
Yeah. Anyways, so Sky has these crabs, and these crabs are really normal. They're territorial creatures. They hate anything that's living, but they can be very nice. They can act like normal, regular pets and animals. They
Right.
do show compassion. But we see in the trailers there are crabs, but they don't look like the way they are now. They're so different. They're built differently. They have more than just two eyes. They have so many eyes on their face. I like these things are similar to krills as well. Look, they even have the beam of the krill.
Yeah,
And they attack.
That could just be a
Even
case
sound
of,
like krills.
yeah, it could just be a case of the krill were built off of the code.
But they work. But all of these animals work so similar to one another. You can't tell me that there's a difference here. Like these stone things work so close
Like,
to krills.
The
Like
game
even
developer, like the game developer in me, is telling me that they reused the code just to make development easier.
everything's being so similar and so bam slap bam they exist together. It feels really weird.
It does, yeah. Because like the game developer in me is trying to say, they probably just reused code and came up with a lore reason for it.
Oh, don't give me that. That's giving me some like thingy vibe. Some
Yeah.
PTSD hearing that. Like, no, he's so crap. He's a krill.
Yeah, no, it's like I said, the game developer in me is saying, nah, they just reused the code and came up with a lore reason for it. Because I have seen cases of that before.
Let's accept it as what you said, but let's still say it's still lore-wise.
Yeah, no, like, the idea of reusing it came up first, but then because that games is just very, you know, meticulous with the game development, they managed to come up with a lore reason. But we don't know that full lore reason
like,
yet.
why is this thing even alive right now?
Well, we just saw that one of them grabbed some of the cloth, so they may still be down here trying to find any last remnants of it.
Or cloths are accidentally intertwining with one another.
Yeah, I could see that.
So a cloth might have accidentally touched it and it brought it back to life, maybe?
Yeah, because we saw there are cloths down here, it's just... there's so little.
They're getting eaten alive. Yeah, because they're getting eaten alive.
This place is giving me actual anxiety, what the fuck?
You see how we felt when we played like Sky and we're in the Wasteland? You see why I hate the Wasteland so much?
The most I remember playing Sky with you was just throwing you into the Hell Dimension and making you lose like, all your hearts.
That's actually called Eden, as in the Garden of Eden.
Oh, I know. I just call it the Hell Dimension because it's funny.
Yes, humor over logic. Great job.
Hey,
there's
like
Disneyland in the sky, alright? Disneyland's
castle. They've caught me, they're gonna kill me.
Run,
What's
bitch,
this?
run!
Why
does
this
he not
God? So this light repels them, these glyphs repel them.
Does that mean like these tall dudes were expecting them to fight back?
Maybe.
Like they were prepared, like, alright, these things are gonna come kill us, we're gonna protect ourselves. With these glyphs, these writings, these tones of what?
There's just so much to unpack and uncover with this.
Do you think they have a sense of regret on what they did?
Yeah, I think they probably do, which is why they're telling us about their past, so because those who don't know about the past are doomed to repeat it.
That does make sense, but at the same time, like, what happens if they don't feel the regret? Because these
look, seeing that the people went underground.
Or they died.
Maybe.
Because look, the structures are being destroyed.
Yeah,
in the background.
Like, yeah, if I had to guess what's going on, they created these stone creatures to search out for the energy of the cloths. But because they became so dependent on it, they started to naturally produce it, and they turned on them, going after them. Because they started to have the energy they were looking for.
That does make a whole lot more sense as well, to think about it. I feel like the bodies are lying. Here we are, look! So it's even the way Journey and Sky is. The Journey character was made from the stars. Sky Kid was literally shot out of heaven like a star. They both are made the same way. So are they the same?
It seems like more like the mountain is trying to start something.
Yeah, so are we the people that ascended from the sky?
Maybe.
And does that and from our theory before, does that mean the Red Tribe was genuinely different? Were they intended to be the good guys?
Maybe they were more spiritually connected to the mountain.
Yeah.
Unlike the white ones who seem to have been more just energy hungry.
Yeah, they wanted to build on
mechanize. They wanted to make a modern world, no matter the cost.
Yeah.
And that meant losing the connection to the spiritual side of the mountain.
We don't even know if the mountain even is the god here or the sky.
We don't, but it's all we've got to work off of, so...
Because the mountain looks... Yeah, I get what you're saying, but the sky's the one that shows these glyph writings.
Yeah, true.
So maybe they defied the sky. I'm saying that because of the title itself, Sky of the Light.
Yeah.
You are speaking from the sky, and this game is showing more chances of being a sequel. I see that as an actual fact.
Yeah. And I think the idea of them trying to become energy hungry and making those creatures to go after the energy, but instead they started to go after them because they started to naturally produce that energy because they were so reliant on it, or that close to the source of energy. It's like radiation. Like they became irradiated with it.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's the best way to put it. They became irradiated with the energy. So
So
that
those
thing
little
started to
machines
go
got
after them.
confused.
They got confused
Yeah, so
and
the
tried to go after them. You know what? Yeah, I'm
Yes.
sticking with this theory of mine.
Yeah. We'll see how long it lasts until we
I
see
know.
like we're gonna see something that completely breaks the whole system.
I know,
Like-
but like mechanization, I think the idea of mechanization really does work because of how that games was kind of like being done at the time.
I love we've gone through so much like of content wise in just 15 minutes. That's like mental to me.
Yeah, because yeah, and I'm not
It's
taking
just-
it lightly either. I am fully exploring.
It's been 15 minutes and we've seen so much like it hurts
Well,
to process
this is
all
the
of.
second session.
Yeah, I know, that's even worse. The session, and we've gone through so much. Like bloody hell.
Yeah,
How
the
much
game's
you-
short, but I really do like the storytelling because it's so up to interpretation.
It's so short and tells you so much.
Yeah.
It's
It
mad.
should be what more games are like, but now we got the Monet AAA game where it's like you gotta spend 20 fucking years to get to the next story beat.
And they're not even that good. It's really buggy and shitty.
Yeah, because they wanted the game out yesterday.
Look, these energy things are becoming jellyfishes.
Yeah, and then if we take
Now-
this guy into account, these robot creatures aren't around anymore, but it's the krill.
Yeah, the krills are the robot creatures.
Yeah, so...
Do you think the robot creatures adapted and changed by any chance?
Yeah, I think they could have, because, like, this energy, it's clearly becoming a lot more
Like-
scarce.
And because, like you said, it radiated the white dudes. Do you think it radiated like the radiated that giant beast, and that's
Yeah,
why the
like,
krills?
this cloth energy, it irradiates them, because if they get irradiated, then their DNA can change, or whatever would count as DNA here.
Compared to the robot thing in a krill, who do you think would win?
The krill.
Are you sure?
Well, I say the krill because the krill are organic. So they can,
I
like...
say it's gonna be the rock dudes because they are made out of stone.
True,
Compare
but the krill,
massive
but the
solid-
krill can evolve. Because the biological.
Well, I'm only saying that they can't. They're made out of stone. By the way, we've seen parts of iron within their body, like the gates and the
Yeah.
doors. Like in
So
last
it's clear,
episode.
it's very clear.
Look, flipping out, man! This flipping looks like a flipping manti. You can't tell me this thing does not look like Mother Manti at the end of the game. They all look so similar. You can't tell me.
Like I think
Like,
a lot of it
oh,
I think a lot of that does have to come back to this. That Sky was definitely built on the back of Journey.
Yeah, like they're both.
Like coding wise,
Is it-
it was definitely built on Journey.
Now let's think about this. What happens if Sky was the prequel? What happens if it was the past?
If it was a prequel, then we'd be seeing the creatures before they got irradiated by the energy. And maybe then the krill were the inspiration for the rock creatures.
Yes,
Because
and
the krill
and-
was so advanced and adept at hunting down that kind of energy.
Yeah, it was great at hunting down anything, to be honest.
Yeah, so they could figure that out and then try to evolve from that.
Do you know what? That's even more interesting, and there's proof to back you what you've just said now, is that krills react when they see anything with light. At the beginning of the wasteland, if you go through the doors, you'll see a manti, and you'll see a krill for the first time.
Yeah. And it'll
Krill
go
will
after the-
instantly, yeah, they'll go after the manti instantly. It'll eat it up.
Yeah,
the-
meanwhile,
the man-
this is these things only seem to be going after cloth energy because there's beams of light in that in there.
Yeah, so so if the theory was that Sky was actually a prequel to Journey, that means the Sky kids become the white dudes in a
Yeah,
way.
and because they're so adept with the energy, like,
They harnessed it.
They harness it a lot more, but their body doesn't produce enough of it to sustain their civilization.
And let's say for now, but they have a civilization. They have people. They have like places. For example, you exploring Sky, you see everyone that's dead.
Yeah,
Yes, but you still see these buildings, and you see how there's light in them. There's energy. There's literally something called the Valley.
yeah. And then
But
you
there's
come
actual
over
tall
to
buildings.
Journey, and it's all destroyed ruins. There's
Yeah.
nobody around, and the only things that are around are the cloths filled with that kind of energy and the creatures hunting them.
It's so hard to like mash these two games together, even though they're exactly the same or very similar.
Yeah, it's like they're clearly in the same universe.
Yeah, they
Clearly
clearly are.
connected. Like even like what you said through the krill having the same sound effects and attack patterns as the rock creatures.
And as well as the cloths having similar and exact shapes as animals we see in Sky. Like
Yeah.
Mother Krill looks exactly like that.
Hmm.
She's just with skin and see-through.
Yeah,
I'm not Mother
so-
Krill. I mean Mother Manti. I call her Mother Manti because that's what she reminds me of. A
Yeah,
mother,
so
because
I'm
she has.
gonna so I'm gonna just go with the idea that that Sky's the first one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Sky's the last one, not the first one.
That's fair. I'm just thinking like if they get irradiated by the energy and it turns them into the cloth.
That does make sense, but I'm
That's
saying
like,
it.
that's not taking in like the spiritual aspect of it. That's just going based on purely based science.
I'm saying my point of view because on how everything is like, because the civilization, because we went to a journey and we ended up in a different location than what we are in now.
Yeah.
We should be seeing most of these areas, but we don't. We don't see any of Sky in this game. I mean,
Yeah.
Journey in this game. We're in a different location altogether.
Yeah. Look, this is like some kind of prophecy here.
There's also something called Season of Prophecy. Fun fact. Why there
Yeah,
was
there's
four
the mountain we're gonna die on.
What a nice thing to remind everyone of who's not seen the game. It's definitely gonna be spoiled.
It's their own fault.
You watched the wrong channel, boys. Wrong channel.
Well, I've never held back on spoilers before.
Also, if the white dudes can really portray the past, why do they show them the future?
Maybe they're just like that spiritually
Maybe.
tuned they can see past, future, and present.
Yeah.
Like they're not completely omniscient, but they're pretty
Wait.
close.
We're so similar to them, which is even more weirder. Like, were they also white tribe, but then just got radiated on a whole nother level?
Yeah, maybe. Look again. Look at the candles. Things.
Oh,
Who knows? Maybe these things did inspire the candles eventually. Look at the lights.
yeah.
There's 4 of them, but only 2 of them are active.
Do you know what it might be?
Go on.
It might be because you're missing some of the stuff. Like, it tells you if you're missing those little.
That would actually be really a smart thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah, like if we've missed some, that's
It
the
would tell us-
reason.
Okay, that would make sense. I'm also
So that
surprised
means
I
just-
managed to make it through the rock creature section without losing any of my scarf.
Yeah,
That's
but
never
I
happened.
like it. If that's the case, then that means thingy.
I am
we've-
missing a
on
fair
the-
few.
On the skiing down one, we missed one. This one, we're missing 2.
Yeah, no point going back now
Yes.
though. We're already pretty
We-
close.
Do we need it though? That's
Not
the thing.
really.
Alright.
They're upgrades. You'll have things go easier with them, but you don't need them.
Alright then.
Yeah,
Just
here
curious.
we go. The final stretch. Look at that view.
Oh yeah, by the way, it's tomorrow's Valentine's Day. By the time of this recording, that is. Hope you guys are gonna be spending your Valentines with your people. And if not, enjoy yourself by yourself. Love yourself and
Yes,
love
if
others.
you are aries, such as myself.
Yes. Always love other people. Because that's what true Valentine's Day means.
Yeah, remember, love might be filling the air, but that doesn't mean it has to fill you.
No, it does need to fill you first. It needs to fill you first before you fill others. Don't take that out of context. That's not what I meant.
Too late, it's already been
No.
done.
Damn it.
Sorry, you're not being cancelled on Twitter.com.
Do you know what?
Creature again. Just gliding right through them, stealing the energy. Do you think this
Did it
energy
not-
is coming from the mountain?
You say it's coming from the mountain, but I feel like that's something else. Because in Sky, we're also following a mountain in the sky. That
What is
became
with
the
these
giant.
guys in mountains anyway?
Yeah, why do we need to travel there?
Alright, you ready? Here comes a fun part.
Can we just attention to detail here? The
And we'll
freezing
start
and everything.
freezing up. Yeah, like the cloth isn't like getting any. Well, no, it is moving a lot less now that it's starting to freeze up.
Yeah, like it's breaking up.
It's not
I love
breaking
this
up
part.
that it stopped flowing in the wind.
I love this part because you have to hide behind the pillars.
Yeah, clearly I didn't.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I'm so glad I get to experience this game now on my own terms. Because the first time I experienced this game, it was with Ken at the helm.
Go behind the thing. You've gone too far. No. Why did you do that for? Stay behind it. When it goes darker, stay behind. Don't go. Now go. You could probably reach the next one, to be honest. Leave it, leave it, leave it now. Leave it now, leave it now, leave it now, leave it now. You took too long.
Although, like, again, the game designer in me is saying, wow, this snow looks like a retextured sand. And that's
Yeah.
probably what it is. Because that would be a smart game design thing.
And they pulled it off really well, hands down.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it's got like that same lighting effect if you actually notice. Like,
Go-
it's as shiny as the sand.
Go straight right. Go to on the right side. Don't go on the left, guy. Go on the right side.
Yeah. Because if you notice, it's still got that little bit of shininess that the sand does.
Yeah, it does. But again, snow has always been shiny, so.
It has, yeah, but never as shiny as this.
Yeah. Actually, no. I think it's more shinier. Snow would be shinier than sand because it's more white, watery. It's more glittering.
I guess.
Sand should not be as shiny as it should be back there.
Yeah, I guess that's more of an artistic decision.
Oh, so alright then. So if snow is more brighter than it's supposed to be, no. If snow looks like snow, it's not snow. But if sand doesn't look like sand, it's an art decision. All right.
I don't know, that sounds like a That Games thing to do.
Yeah. All right. Cool. See how this. I see how this. Team sand. I see. All right. Cool. The team snow.
But like I said, the game developer in me really does see that this snow is just a retextured sand.
I love
They
how
did
we're
it
taking.
really well. Unlike, say,
Yeah.
Sonic Frontiers.
Yes.
I love bringing that game up because while it is one of my favorite games of last year, it is so clear a lot of that game was rushed. Now, what
Okay,
of
this-
these do you think? Do you think these are graves?
That's what I'm saying. Like, the thing is that I feel like they're like okay. Before, back where we were before, there was
Yeah.
like they had the markers, and they had like a little color of a triangle on it. It looked like those little dudes,
Mm.
but they're just the bigger like meditation thing, but smaller. But they look like graves. But I don't think they are graves. They're scattered, first of all, everywhere.
Mm.
But but again, I could say they are graves, like from the temple we've saw
Yeah, no,
before.
because these were also right at the beginning of the game.
And also in one of the meditation spots, we saw a
Yeah.
bunch of guys lying down. These could be spots where they lie
Yeah,
down.
they were underground as well.
Yeah, I don't think they were underground. I think that was just showing them they were dead. That's my theory.
This is kind of reminded me of Eden a little bit.
It really does look like Eden.
Huh?
It does look like Eden.
I know, but also the gameplay mechanics.
Yeah.
Like the wind that was
Heavy
giving you
wind.
so much trouble.
And the amount of ridiculous snow.
So again, there's another connection for you.
Even even has a very similar layout. I'm not saying exact same, but very similar
Yeah,
layout.
no, that's what I was thinking as well. Because I've only gone to
Like-
Eden once, and that was with you guys.
Yeah, this reminds me of Eden. Like, you pointing it out, I can see the layout and everything. Like, this would be the last turn of the corner where you'd go in. But the path would be very more thinized.
Yeah.
More thinner.
No, there's another sky connection for you.
Yeah, like, the last area of the game apparently has to always be snow.
Yeah, I can imagine the sky was meant to be a direct sequel to Journey, but then Sony stepped in.
No. Sky never had any interference with Sony. I don't feel like Sony really cared. They didn't show much care in the game when it was, like, dropped. Or Journey, I mean.
Fair, but I'm
That's
just
really-
saying Sony have been known to fuck around with their franchises before.
I agree 100%, but they never fucked around with Sky, shockingly enough. That's what I kept thinking as well. But I never saw any remnants of it, so it never actually ended up changing.
Because, I mean, if it was a mobile game first, then Sony probably would have been cool with it.
But it wasn't. It's a 2012 PlayStation game. This was one of the highlights of PlayStation.
No, I mean Sky. I'm talking about Sky.
Oh yeah, Sky was a mobile game first.
Yeah, because they don't really have much stake in the mobile market anymore. Because they tried for about a solid year there.
East thing in the distance.
Yeah. In fact, do you know what
I don't
year
know
it
if
was
you-
they started to care about mobile games?
Yeah.
2012 to 2013.
I would stand behind those if I were you. Whenever you get the chance, trust me.
Oh, I don't like how
Stay in the
foreboding it is that
shade.
he's right there. But there's no
Oh,
light. Oh,
there's actually a few in the sky.
oh no!
Yes, go in the thing. Go inside. The little body parts. They have actual holes in them. I told you
Right.
this.
Oh, there we go.
See,
That is a very disturbing thought.
their body parts are actually doors.
Yeah, so these have to be man-made.
Yeah,
They can't be naturally occurring.
and the way they're shaped, they really do represent crows. But crows are more demonic style.
Yeah, so
What
if,
these?
if we're going back to my whole skies before journey, then the ancient civilization may have based these on krill.
What happens if they are? What happens if they are built on krill? Like krill was, they captured a krill and built upon it. What happens if that was the case?
Then
I would change the whole meaning of really, like, of a civilization, a more of a conqueror type of style.
it would, yeah, and who knows, maybe they pulled a Rome and got too big and collapsed under their own weight.
Maybe.
And I mean, we still know about Rome and the stories of it today, so we could just be an explorer looking to figure out what happened.
I do still think that Sky is a sequel, not a
There's
prequel.
definitely evidence for and against it being a sequel.
Yeah. It's so hard to know. I love this game just because of the storytelling, because it's so hard to know about it, but it makes it so much better. Every time I play Sky, in during quest episodes, you'll always hear me question something of it. I'll always question, is this, why is this happening? What's this? Why do they do this?
Yeah, now that's good storytelling.
Yeah, like, I love that because it makes me really
There's a
wonder.
right and a wrong way to make people ask questions about something.
Yeah,
You
for
could pull
example,
FNAF Security Breach or FNAF 3.
Security Breach was basically the crapper version, guys. That's what he's trying to state here.
Yeah, because like in something like FNAF 3, you ask questions because there's so many different things to take in, but most of it is optional. You don't have to go for it.
Yeah.
Whereas
Well,
in
for
FNAF Security Breach, there's a giant open world for you to explore, but all you do is fetch quests.
yeah,
And
you
then
don't get that.
But because the game is so like adverse to telling you anything, people think Vanny and Vanessa are sisters.
Or the same entity. We still don't know.
Exactly. And then this then this guide came out like very recently, and it has things on Security Breach where it has Vanessa and Vanny on the same page. But then it also calls Gregory a human, when the most common theory about Gregory is that he's a robot of some kind.
It wouldn't make sense for Greggy to be a robot, in my opinion.
No, but this is the franchise where the main character of the books was a robot. Yeah, the main character of the books. Yeah, the main character of the books was a robot.
Holy
So-
shit.
Yeah, I don't blame people for thinking the main character could be a robot.
How did you survive that?
I have no idea. It's like the main character of FNAF up until Steelwool took over was Michael Afton, who I need to remind you died the first time we ever knew him.
That is.
Ah shit, caught me right at the end as well.
You're dead. Oh!
My scarf! The bastard!
Why did I panic?
The bastard! He stole my scarf!
I'm having such PTSD from this, bro. This is not fun. Please leave this area.
I'm trying to!
It's not healthy on me.
Here we go, we're in the final stretch now, I think.
This and Sky are too similar, and I hate it. Well, for the ending area, I mean, too many krills.
Again, it's clear to tell where Sky
Why
took
do they?
inspiration.
Why can they move?
I
But
don't
nothing
know.
else can.
I can't believe I went to almost the entire game without losing them, then right at the end.
Imagine we find one just to replace it.
Oh, never mind, it wasn't the end. Oh, that music. when the music kicks in.
Yes. How far are we until the end?
I have no idea.
Shall we just call it then?
Hmm?
Shall we just call it then?
You want to call it now?
Well, it seems like because it's been 35 minutes.
Fair enough. Alright, I guess we'll call it here then. I mean, the ending's probably in like 10 minutes, so...
do you want to check then?
Nah,
Oh,
we're
do you
good
wanna-
here. We'll just call it quits here, and if it is 10 minutes, I'll just stitch it on.
Alright, then.